afternoon. Today we're here with Casi from our Naperville location. Hi, Casi.
Hi, Katie.
Tell us a little bit about what you do.
I'm an esthetician, so pretty much anything skincare, but also brows and lashes and body treatments.
Awesome. What's your favorite thing to do?
Brow lamination, without a doubt. It gives
Okay.
the biggest change. It gives me that instant gratification, gives the client instant gratification, and then it lasts for weeks.
What is brow lamination?
So most people are familiar with microblading, and they see that like fuller, perfect brow that they get from microblading.
Like perfect little lines.
Little hair strokes.
Mm-hmm.
Brow lamination takes your natural hair, relaxes it, and places it into the shape that you want it. A lot of people have brow hairs that come down a little bit or that just go straight across.
Mm-hmm.
This will bring them into shape and then set them.
Awesome. And I have had it done, and I love them because it makes my brows look huge, and I love that. Who doesn't want bigger brows? I know I do. So how did you end up in this business? Like, how did you choose aesthetics?
I was a paralegal,
Okay.
working way too much, having absolutely no life, looking for a way out. I started selling network marketing, skincare, and kind of became obsessed.
Okay.
But I wanted to know more. I wanted to know why the products worked. I wanted to know why they knocked other products. Like they touted that they had these certain ingredients when it didn't make any difference to me.
Yeah.
So I went to school to learn about it and stopped selling it because it wasn't great.
It wasn't all they said it was.
It wasn't terrible, but not what I would prefer.
Okay. So tell us about what you carry for products here at the salon.
So Image Skincare is the main skincare line. There's an organic line, the aromatic line. There's a vitamin C line, full range of products specific with vitamin C. There's a medical line that we can use outside of a med spa, so we get increased results with better ingredients, more concentrated ingredients. There's a serum that's a hyaluronic filler,
Ooh.
a topical filler where you don't actually have to get injections.
Okay.
The SPFs are incredible. They actually just reformulated most of their SPFs, so they also defend against digital damages to the skin. So you think about how often are you on your phone, how often are you on the computer.
That's so cool.
It's huge. Especially because we're getting out of winter now, but even the space heaters that people have around, those emit chemicals in the air that we actually need to protect ourselves from.
Who knew? I did not know that. You learn something new every day. Okay, so if you were on a desert island, what product are you grabbing?
SPF.
Of course.
SPF 50, for sure. Maybe I probably don't need a tint if I'm the only one.
I know, I was saying that us hairstylists, that's not what we would choose, but it would make sense that someone in skin would make that choice. And maybe we should rethink our decision on that as well. How do you want your guests to feel when they leave your room?
I want them to feel heard and pampered. Basically that they just got all of the time that they wanted and they got everything out of what they wanted.
Awesome. How do you make that happen? Like, what do you do?
I try to be as present as possible. We turn cell phones off or silence them.
That's huge.
Keep everything distraction free. I have a sound machine in the room. I have music in the room. We just get rid of all outside noise. People fall asleep. Sometimes they snore.
Yeah,
It really makes my day.
I fall asleep like every time I get a facial. Oh my gosh. All right, so now that we know a little bit about what you do and how long you've been doing it, 5 years. She's been doing it for 5 years. Tell us a little bit about yourself. So what are you watching at home right now? What's your favorite show?
Schitt's Creek.
Oh yes, I love Schitt's Creek. It took me like 3 tries to get into it.
It was so slow.
It was hard, but then you fall in love with the characters eventually, and then you totally get into it.
Yeah. We just started season 4, and that's what I'll do when I get home.
Oh yeah, hands down. Like, and you probably will just finish it.
Yep.
I love it. All right, do you have any pets?
I do. I have 2. Honey Bear, or Honey, is our oldest. She's really, really old, but she is just the lovely, she's the most gentle pit bull you would ever meet in your life. She's scared of the world. So if anyone ever met her, they might think that she is not her breed, but she'll just lay on the couch and lick you.
Aww.
As long as you let her.
I love it.
And then we have Mr. Brinkley, who is like
Mr.
8 or 9.
So he's an old man.
He's like my soulmate in a dog. He reads every emotion on me. He mirrors all of my emotions. And he's just the best. But he's like 8 years old next. Like he's 6 months. It's crazy.
So he's like a little puppy.
Yes.
So what's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Oh, I love Aquariuses. Do you feel like it's an accurate representation of who you are?
Somewhat.
Okay.
My rising sign is Capricorn, and I definitely pull on some of that.
Okay.
But I think one thing that I've learned this year, my mom is a Leo, and that explains a lot. I love my mom, but I'm a little too independent for her. She'll admit it.
Yeah.
She raised me to be that way, and she regrets it.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah.
And obviously now that I'm getting older, it's a lot better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, what are you doing on your time off?
Well, I'm gonna go on Schitt's Creek at home.
Look, we already discussed this actually.
But hanging out with the dogs, hanging out with my husband. We would like to go on vacation at some point, but not right now. And house hunting.
Yeah. Oh yes. House hunting. We love to go. So my wife's a realtor. So shameless plug.
That's so shameless.
But it's like our favorite thing to do. Do you love it as much as we do?
If I didn't have a rule that I couldn't go to open houses or anything, yeah, I'd be there every weekend.
See, we troll around neighborhoods, and if it's vacant, we will go in. That's the bonus to dating a realtor.
Oh,
It's great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never had that option.
I love it. And then I'll be like, ooh, how much is that house? We're not in the market, by the way. We just like look.
You just like looking, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to see what other people do in their homes, how they set it up.
Oh yeah, I get inspired. I get totally inspired. So speaking of vacations, where's the first place you're going when this is over?
First place will be Arizona.
Okay.
I'll visit my family. My mom just moved back down there last year. I think it's been a year now.
Okay. What part of Arizona?
In the Valley area.
Okay.
My cousin is getting ready to move sometime this year, and I think they'll be a little bit north or west of Phoenix, perhaps.
Yeah.
But most of my family's in the Valley.
Yeah.
I'd like to go down to
love
Tucson.
Arizona. Yeah. We want to buy a second home.
Where?
Probably where my wife's family is, like the Phoenix, Gilbert area.
Okay.
Yeah. We love it there. I do
San
miss.
Tan Valley.
I love to hike, so that's why I love
Tucson's great too, though.
Is it? I've never been.
Yeah, it's got Mount Lemon.
Yeah, we've not been. All right, guilty pleasure.
Dr. Pepper, without a doubt, and reality TV.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite reality television show?
I don't think I can pick just one. I started talking to Tracy the other day about Southern Charm. I've never met anyone who watches Southern Charm, so that's really exciting. But like pretty much anything Bravo, all the Real Housewives, all the Southern Charms, Below Deck, Summer House. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh man, I can't relate to that. I did watch The Real World when it was a thing.
Loved The Real World.
Oh yeah, my client and I were just talking today about how that was like the first reality television show, wasn't it?
Yeah, and so one of the girls who was on Southern Charm was on Real World.
No.
Yeah. Cameron, I don't remember what season of Real World she was on, but it was ages ago.
Reality television. Is it so real?
I like to watch it. I would never want to be on it.
No way.
No.
I wouldn't feel comfortable with someone following me like that with a camera and then telling me what drama to have. Oh, whatever. Who inspires you? We all know who my favorite employee is.
You've just created an amazing team, an amazing culture. You clearly still love what you do, and you've been doing it for a really long time, and that's rare, or I've found it to be rare in my experience.
Thank you. I do love what I do. And I think education is the key to that, because I think pushing yourself and making yourself grow keeps you from getting stagnant or bored. Yeah. And that's what keeps you still loving what you do, because otherwise you'll quit. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're welcome. All right, what are some of your biggest takeaways from this past year and what we went through?
Well, most of us are very aware, or I should say most of us. I've noticed a lot more people are much more aware these days. And in that, they're a little bit more understanding. Mental health has been a big, I guess, keyword. Focus. In
people
all
are starting
ages.
to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Where I've never seen people do that before.
Yeah.
So it's true. I do feel like we're heading in the right direction. I feel like we have more room to grow there, but I think we're going in the right direction. All right, so what can you not wait to go back to normal after this is over?
I don't want to wear a mask.
Yeah, I'm ready for lips.
And I
Bring
want to
back
hug.
the lipstick.
And I want to hug.
Oh,
When I want
I miss hugging my clients. I miss that.
Even shaking their hands if they don't want to hug.
I know.
That personal touch.
And you could see it in everyone's face. They so want to give you a hug still. And you do too, but you're like,
I can't.
What do you hope does not go back to normal at the end of all this?
That we just all become so self-involved and stop thinking about other people and how our actions affect those other people. I mean, it's like the butterfly effect, right?
Yeah.
One thing that you do can just send a ripple, good or bad.
Yeah.
Hopefully good, but not always. And the more aware we are, the more we can think about those things before we decide what we're going to do.
Yeah, so being more present.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that, 100%. Well, thank you for being with us here today.
Thank you for having me.
So Casi, he's here in our Naperville location. She does facials, she does waxing, she does brow laminate, she does lash lift, she does tinting, she is eyebrow and eyelash queen. So if you are in the market for a new esthetician, I couldn't recommend her more. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and we look forward to seeing you in her room.